back in, it's a January, Rochelle had reached out to me because I was getting ready to have surgery on my back to have a laminectomy. And I've been having pain for multiple years. And it's not just my back, but also my knee because I need knee replacement. But anyway, I kind of ignored Rochelle and just her testimony of the problem that she was having with her shoulder. I was actually there actually when she was injured. And so I kind of brushed it aside thinking, I've been to all these doctors and, they're all saying the same thing. There's nothing else we can do, but you need to have this surgery. I had the surgery and within a month, um, the wound opened, and I ended up having to go back into the hospital. They cut open the wound, and this time they left it open and put what's called a wound vac on my back. And so, more or less, was wearing this man purse with this long tube that attaches to my back to remove, the fluids and to allow my body to naturally heal from the inside out. And was wearing this for about 2 months. So we're talking around March now. And Rochelle had been, saying, Darren, you should really, try this patch. It's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was very skeptical. Um, and so uh, there's so many things that actually happened the moment I did put this patch on. Um, but I'm just going to go into the whole thing with my back because there was other things that actually started to heal instantly. Um, Eventually, they removed the wound vac because it wasn't working. And so every or twice a week, I had a nurse come to the house and put collagen in the wound and then cover it up. And I did that maybe for a month, about a month, I guess. It might have been a little bit less than a month. And wasn't getting any kind of results. I started going to a wound specialist, and they tried to do the same thing. And then eventually, I'm like, man, nothing's working. It's getting really frustrating. I'm 4 months into this whole thing with my surgery. It started in January. Here it's like towards the end of March or April. And so um, they put in a graft or like a skin graft with collagen in it. Um, and it just so happened that's the week that I also started the X39. Um, and so maybe I guess a week, probably I guess a week. They measure the depth of the wound every time I visit, and we started seeing improvements. And so I start questioning, well, is it the patch or is it the this graft that they inserted in the wound? And so I'm like, well, I'll just let it do whatever it's doing. And it started closing some more. So I'm like, well, I can't say that it's X39 if I'm had this other new thing in there. So I moved the X39 to my knee. And because this is where I need a knee replacement, it's bone on bone. And uh, just
Yeah.
a little history. I'm sorry.
I just put that in there.
Oh, okay. Um, so just so you know, I'm a Disney Vacation Club member. We go to Disney all the time. And this is just how bad my knee is. I had to rent one of those scooters to ride around in the park because of the pain that I have in my knee. Um, and if I'm, if I'm at home, then I wear the knee brace. Well, when I moved that patch to my knee, um, I decided, I need to lose weight. and I knew I couldn't walk that far, and my goal was to just walk up one house and then walk back because I figured that's all I can do before it would just be too painful. Well, I walked the entire community and with no pain, no knee brace. It made no sense at all. And so I did it again in the evening, and so then I've just been walking since and never had to put on a knee brace from that point forward. And it's been 3 months now, where I don't feel the pain anymore. And so that's just kind of weird. So anyway, I noticed that um, when I went to the wound doctor, I moved the patch, well, it stopped closing up. The wound stopped closing up. So then I realized, well, then it must be the patch because I moved it because I had the patch actually near my wound. Um, so I, so now I waited another week. I'm like, well, maybe it's just a fluke because I'm still doubting things, even though the whole thing was a miracle with my knee. So I waited another week or so, and there was no movement or no healing with my wound. And so I'm like, all right, then it must be the X39 that was doing this. And so now I've moved the patch back to my wound, and it's almost closed now at this point.
Oh,
Uh, so it's just been amazing. There's another thing that happened too that I didn't even realize because I've just been so skeptical about it. But I've been pain free between my back and my knee, and it's been a blessing. I know I went over 3 minutes, but it's just kind of hard to do that, just to not share what it's done for me since April. And so I'm just super grateful.